One ball changed everything for Devendra Bishoo, but what happened next will shock you. June 3, 2015. The cricket world stops. A young man from Guyana spins the ball of his life. The Australian batsman cannot believe what just happened. The ball lands outside leg stump. It spins across the bat. It hits the top of off stump. The commentators go crazy. This is the exact same delivery Shane Warne bowled 22 years ago. Same date, same type of ball, same result. Pure magic. But here's the crazy part. This moment should have made Bishoo a superstar. Instead, it became the beginning of his downfall. Today, we reveal the shocking truth about what really happened to this cricket genius. The secrets the cricket world doesn't want you to know. The money that was never there. The politics that destroyed careers. The lies about his wealth. And most importantly, how one man's dreams got crushed by a system that failed him. You think you know cricket success stories? You don't know anything yet. This story will change how you see professional cricket forever. But first, let me tell you who Devendra Bishoo really is. Born November 6, 1985, in Georgetown, Guyana. No fancy cricket academy. No rich parents. No Instagram followers. Just a kid who loved spinning a cricket ball. His family had no money for expensive coaching. He learned cricket on dusty streets. He practiced alone for hours. He dreamed of playing for the West Indies. Most international cricketers start young, very young. They join academies at age 12. They get professional coaching at 14. They make first-class debuts at 18. Bishoo was different. He was 23 when he first played first-class cricket. That's ancient in cricket terms. Most players his age were already international stars. 2008 was his breakthrough year, first-class debut for Guyana. Nobody expected much. He was just another local spinner trying his luck. But something special happened. In his first season, he took wickets like a man possessed. In his second season, he grabbed 4 5-wicket hauls. Cricket experts started talking. Who is this unknown spinner? Where did he come from? Why is he destroying experienced batsmen? The whispers grew louder. Scouts started watching. Selectors took notice. By 2011, something incredible happened. Bishoo got selected for the World Cup squad. Not just any World Cup, the 2011 Cricket World Cup, the biggest tournament in cricket. And here's the shocking part. It was his international debut. No warm-up matches. No gradual introduction. Straight into the World Cup. The pressure was insane. Imagine making your international debut at the World Cup. The whole world watching. Millions of fans expecting miracles. The West Indies Cricket Board taking a massive gamble. One wrong move and his career would be over before it started. But Bishoo had ice in his veins. Match after match, he proved the selectors right. His leg spin was classical. Old school technique with modern variation. He troubled the best batsmen in the world. His flight was perfect. His turn was deadly. His confidence was unbreakable. By the tournament's end, he had achieved the impossible. The International Cricket Council named him Emerging Player of the Year for Think about this for a moment. A man who made his first-class debut at 23, who had never played international cricket before the World Cup, who came from a cricket board with no money and no resources. This man became the best emerging player in the world. It sounds like a fairy tale, but this is where the fairy tale ends, and the nightmare begins. Cricket politics are brutal, especially in the West Indies. The cricket board was broke. They had no long-term planning. They changed coaches every year. They changed captains every series. They had no idea how to build a team. And worst of all, they had no loyalty to their players. 2 new spinners emerged, Sunil Narine and Shane Shillingford. Narine was a mystery spinner. Nobody could read his deliveries. He became a T20 superstar. He made millions in leagues around the world. Shillingford was an aggressive off-spinner. He offered something different. Suddenly, the selectors had new toys, and old toys get thrown away. Between 2012 and 2014, Bishoo's career hit rock bottom. He was in the team 1 month, dropped the next month, selected for one series, ignored for the next. The selectors gave him no security, no clear expectations, no idea if he had a future. This is how careers die. Not with a bang, but with slow torture. The mental pressure was destroying him. Every match felt like his last chance. Every bad ball could end his career. Every dropped catch cost him selection. He was walking on eggshells. His confidence was shattered. The player who had conquered the world in 2011 was becoming a nervous wreck. But champions have something special inside them. They don't stay down forever. They find a way to fight back. And Bishoo's fight back came in the most dramatic way possible. June 3, 2015. First test against Australia and Dominica. Bishoo was back in the team. Maybe for the last time. The Australians were strong. They had experienced batsmen. They knew how to play spin. Brad Haddin was batting well. He looked comfortable. He was building a big score. Then Bishoo decided to bowl the ball of his life. The ball left his hand perfectly. It drifted in the air. It landed outside leg stump. Haddin thought he was safe. The ball spun viciously. It went across the face of the bat. It hit the top of off stump. Haddin couldn't believe it. The crowd went wild. The commentators lost their minds. And cricket history was made. Here's the incredible part. This delivery was bowled exactly 22 years after Shane Warne's famous ball of the century. Same day, same type of delivery, same result. The coincidence was so perfect it seemed planned. The cricket world went crazy. Social media exploded. Cricket websites couldn't stop talking about it. Suddenly, Bishoo was back in the spotlight. People started comparing him to Shane Warne, the greatest leg spinner in cricket history. The man who made leg spin bowling an art form. The comparison was massive. It put pressure on Bishoo. But it also gave him confidence. If he could bowl like Warne, he could achieve anything. The real test came in the matches that followed. Many players produce one great ball, and then disappear. Bishoo was different. He built on his success. He worked harder. He studied batsmen more carefully. He perfected his craft. And in 2016, he produced the performance of his life. Against Pakistan in the United Arab Emirates, the pitches helped spin bowling. But Pakistan had great players of spin. They grew up playing spin. They knew every trick. They should have handled Bishoo easily. Instead, he destroyed them completely. One match stands out. Bishoo took 8 wickets for just 49 runs. 8 wickets in a single innings. The Pakistani batsmen looked helpless. They couldn't read his spin. They couldn't handle his variations. They couldn't cope with his flight. He was bowling like a man possessed. Like someone who had something to prove. The 8-wicket haul was special. It showed that Bishoo belonged at the highest level. It proved that his early success wasn't luck. It demonstrated that he could be a match winner. The performance should have secured his place in the team for years. But this is the West Indies Cricket Board we're talking about. In that series against Pakistan, Bishoo took 18 wickets in 3 tests, 18 wickets against quality batsmen on helpful pitches. It was a remarkable achievement. He was bowling with confidence. He was reading the game perfectly. He was proving his worth with every delivery. This should have been the start of a golden period in his career, but the West Indies Cricket Board had other ideas. Despite his success, they kept dropping him. Despite his performances, they kept ignoring him. Despite his proven ability, they kept experimenting with other players. The inconsistency was maddening. It made no sense. It destroyed careers. The bigger picture explains everything. The West Indies Cricket Board was a mess. They had no money. Their annual revenue was only $15 million. Compare that to the Indian cricket board's hundreds of millions. The difference was shocking. They couldn't afford to keep their best players. They couldn't offer competitive contracts. They couldn't build a stable system. Players were leaving for other countries. The domestic structure was constantly changing. Coaches came and went. Captains lasted one series. There was no long-term planning, no clear strategy, no understanding of how to build a successful team. Individual brilliance got lost in administrative chaos. For Bishoo, this meant constant uncertainty. He never knew if he would be selected. He never knew what the selectors want. He never knew if his next match would be his last. This kind of pressure destroys even the most talented players. It's amazing that Bishoo survived as long as he did. Between 2016 and 2019, Bishoo made several more appearances, but the spark was fading. The constant pressure was taking its toll. The repeated disappointments were wearing him down. He was still a good bowler, but the magic was disappearing. The player who had once been compared to Shane Warne was becoming ordinary. The final blow came in 2021. Bishoo was overlooked for the regional Super 50 tournament. This was a domestic competition. He should have been an automatic selection. Instead, he was ignored. For many people, this was the moment his career effectively ended. He was only 35 years old. Many spinners peak at this age, but for Bishoo, it was over. The tragedy is obvious. Bishoo had the talent to be great. He proved it multiple times. The ball of the century moment, the ICC Emerging Player Award, the 8-wicket haul against Pakistan. These weren't lucky breaks. These were the achievements of a genuinely gifted player. But talent alone wasn't enough. The system failed him. The West Indies Cricket Board failed him. The selectors failed him. The coaches failed him. He was let down by everyone who should have supported him. His career became a cautionary tale about wasted potential, about administrative incompetence, about the importance of proper cricket management. But there are positive lessons too. Bishoo showed incredible resilience. He kept fighting when everything was against him. He produced moments of brilliance when it mattered most. He proved that individual talent can transcend system failure. His ball of the century will be remembered forever, long after the politics are forgotten. That moment will live on. For young cricketers, Bishoo's story offers both inspiration and warning. It shows that talent can take you to the top, but it also shows that you need the right system around you. You need consistent selection. You need clear expectations. You need support when things go wrong. Without these things, even the most talented players can fail. The conversation about Bishoo's career raises important questions. How many other talented players have been wasted by poor administration? How many potential superstars have been lost to system failures? How many careers have been destroyed by politics and incompetence? The numbers are probably shocking. Cricket boards need to learn from Bishoo's story. Talent is precious. It's rare. It needs to be nurtured and protected. Players like Bishoo don't come along often. When they do, they deserve better than what he got. They deserve consistency. They deserve support. They deserve a chance to fulfill their potential. The modern cricket world is changing. T20 leagues offer new opportunities. Players have more options. The old power structures are being challenged. This gives hope for future generations. Maybe they won't face the same problems that Bishoo. Maybe they'll get the support they need to succeed. Bishoo's legacy is complicated. The statistics don't tell the full story. They don't capture the moments of magic. They don't explain the system failures. They don't show the wasted potential. But they do show that he was good enough to compete at the highest level, that he could produce match-winning performances, that he deserved better than what he got. Today, Bishoo is effectively retired from international cricket. He's still young enough to play. He's still skilled enough to contribute. But the opportunities are gone. The moment has passed. The system has moved on. It's a sad ending to a career that promised so much. The story of Devendra Bishoo is ultimately a story about cricket itself, about its capacity for magic and its tolerance for waste, about moments of transcendent beauty and crushing disappointment, about the thin line between success and failure, about the importance of being in the right place at the right time with the right support. His ball of the century moment shows what's possible when talent meets opportunity, when a player reaches into their soul and produces something special, when skill and situation combine to create magic. These moments are rare, they're precious, they remind us why we love cricket, but his overall career shows what happens when systems fail, when politics override performance, when short-term thinking destroys long-term potential, when administrative incompetence wastes individual brilliance. These failures are all too common. They're devastating. They rob cricket of its best players. The truth about Bishoo's wealth is simple. There was no $6 million fortune, no luxury cars, no lavish lifestyle. These were internet myths, social media fantasies. The reality was far different. He was a professional cricketer from a poor cricket board. He earned modest match fees. He had no endorsement deals. He lived a normal life. The West Indies Cricket Board's total revenue was only $15 million. Individual players earned a fraction of. Bishoo's career earnings were probably in the hundreds of thousands, not millions. He was comfortable but not wealthy. He was successful but not rich. The gap between perception and reality was huge. This financial reality adds another layer to his story. He wasn't playing for money. He wasn't chasing wealth. He was playing for love, for pride, for the honor of representing his country, for the joy of spinning a cricket ball. These motivations are pure. They're admirable. They make his achievements even more impressive. As we reach the end of this incredible story, remember this: Devendra Bishoo bowled one of the greatest deliveries in cricket history. He achieved something that will never be forgotten. He created a moment of pure magic. That ball to Brad Haddin was perfect. It was art. It was poetry in motion. It was everything that makes cricket beautiful. His career may have been frustrating. His potential may have been wasted. His opportunities may have been limited. But that one ball proved that he belonged among the greats, that he could produce magic when it mattered, that he was worthy of comparison to Shane Warne himself. The system failed Devendra Bishoo, but Devendra Bishoo never failed cricket. He gave us moments of joy. He showed us what's possible with talent and determination. He proved that individual brilliance can transcend any obstacle. His story is ultimately one of triumph over adversity, of magic over mediocrity, of talent over politics. Hit that subscribe button if you want more untold cricket stories that will change how you see the game forever.